Yes, want to do a Cam Girl read. Cam Girl, is this for you reading? Um, I want to say sweet shout outs to each and every one of you. I have definitely today I've turned off the chat, but you will be able to what's it called respond or reply to this after I do the replay on the pre-recording or on the recording after this reading. But I wanted to be able to focus, right? Stay in line, and I didn't want you to miss anything, so I could just flow right through it. Today is a good day, so I have more than enough to pour into your cup because my cup is full. I thank you for whoever came out to listen to me last night with my live. For those that showed up, thank you so much for that because that was just intimacy between you and me. I just felt like sharing, so I did. It was not necessarily geared towards my webcam models, but definitely for those women who or people who have needed to hear something inspiring or something that moved them. I hope that last night's live did do that for you. But today is a new day. Today is Tuesday, and I hope my sound is on because I might have to go back through and do a what's it called voiceover. But we're gonna get into this reading. So today, Cam Girl, is this for you? We're gonna flip through the cards in the way that I shuffle. Now, if I set out the time, I mean, I can crochet with my nails. So if I can crochet with nails, surely I can learn how to shuffle cards with nails. However, it's just I haven't practiced. I've been doing this for so long. I'm like, I don't even shuffle. I just do what's called the turnover, right? Turnabout. Anything else, do the I don't know, backing around. I don't know, but it is my way, and it don't stop nothing. When spirit wants to reveal sweetness to me, it comes. I love using playing deck cards. These are my cards that I use specifically for my camo, or at least I want to start using specifically for my camos and readings. I already have these specific cards that I use in actually readings with my, to the guys when I do readings in my own cam model shows for the fellas. They're playing deck cards, but they have, naughty little toys on them. And these are my trusty dusties that been using for years. So I am very grateful for these. I think I've had these cards for like 7 years, but we're going to get into it, you guys. Cam Girl, is this for you? For any Cam Girl, I want to just start practicing a little bit more, and it keeps me on my toes. Also, as a reader, it helps me to stay focused. It is definitely a place of being focused, and it's an amazing gift. I can say that now proudly because normally I am all over the place. And whether it's conversations, whether it's sometimes figuring things out, but something about being a reader just really centers me, And I think because I let go of me, if that makes sense. I'm able to let go of me and just let go, let God, let go, let angels, and I just become the vessel, and I enjoy it. It's sometimes fun. It's been sometimes sad when I go out and I actually do readings for, regular folks, if you will, regular people. It can get kind of deep, you know, sometimes dark. But right now, this is from a cameo. Something hopefully not too heavy, not too dark. I'll be maybe using these as clarifying cards. My happiness cards really help me to and you to stay happy. So okay, we're gonna pull out three. That's one. That's two. That's three. Okay. And what I like about playing deck cards, they allow the spirit to move more in me as I'm an intuitive to tell the story versus, some people see patterns better. Some people may like, drawings. You get what I'm saying, but I like to be able to just tap in and just, okay, you know, just flow with it. However it comes to me is how it comes to me. Um, so yeah, we're gonna turn over the first card to my cam girl and see what we got. I don't know why I'm a little giddy today, y'all. So forgive me. It's a good thing, but I'm just a little giddy. All right. Okay, cool. The first thing in your lineup, cam girl, is that you have the four of clubs. See this? This is the four of clubs. Four of clubs. Remember, because I'm a regular playing deck card reader, fours always come to me for the obvious reasons, spirit guides, things of that nature. But every time I get clubs in a reading, it deals with money, it deals with career, it deals with direction of those things, finances, it deals with going back to school, it deals with anything to help you along your way when it comes to making money. and making happy money. Let's go there, right? So that's your first card. And again, I almost want to say it's obvious, but as it relates to again, it's the first thing in the read. So we're talking about money as a cam girl. That's most of us main goal, y'all. I have so much on the back of my mind, but it's a good thing. It's good energy. Okay, so I'm gonna just flow with it. So your second card is whoa, whoa. Hmm. Okay, guys. Ladies, your your second card is the J of Spades. Okay, I don't know if you guys see that. It's the J of Spades, right? Now, when I get a spade in a reading, um, it's a warning card. I don't go with death and darkness and all that stuff. Remember what I said earlier. We won't be lighthearted, but it is a warning card. And so, to whatever cam girl needs to hear this, today you want to be mindful of the one that wastes your time. It's going to probably be one that come along that just sounds good, sounds like it's going to take you in that private. It ain't. It may or may not. It's going to feel like he's going to waste your time. And the reason why is because the J, the Joker, right, or the Jack, however people say it, either way. But for the most part, this is someone who's going to be youthful, playful, but possibly, as we know in the world of webcam modeling, be a time waster. Okay, so it's a warning card. And I guess the sweeter warning is this: mm, it might even be a familiar guy to you. This may not even be a new person. This is probably one of your regulars, but in this occasion, a lot of times in this business, let me go here. This is what I'm feeling. A lot of times in this business, we can get used to one guy coming through and giving us the moolah and spoiling us, or just, taking us into a private, spending money on us. We can get used to that. And then what sometimes, not usually, but sometimes happen with these Joker type of personalities, these jack of, little, the youthful, playful, they're jokesters, kind of thing. They can hit you with all of that and just to reel you in, and then later on they're not trying to, they like to lowball you is what I'm saying. They start out high, and then you see them again. They Every time you see them, every time you take them in private, your private's getting shorter and shorter and shorter, or they're just there to waste your time. But they started out good, so I get a feeling that this particular person, or this guy or partner, because remember there's women in the men in the business too, there's couples in the business of webcam modeling, so it's not specific to just webcam women, right, or webcam girls. It is the whole community as a whole. So there might be, I mean, because I might have a guy who's a cam model who listens to my broadcast. You hear what I'm saying? I want to be, you know how I am, y'all. That's just how I feel. It might be somebody that I would least expect who also needs to hear this. So remember, there's trans in the trans community of webcam modeling. Shout outs to y'all. And so I just want to put emphasis there. But to whoever needs to hear it, just know that this particular person is gonna waste your time. But I think the trickery, because this is the Joker card, or the Jack, right? And I look at them as both. You have the Joker card separately, right, in the playing deck card, but then you also have that youthful that comes through, and you just never know, right? You just never know. But the energy that I'm getting from it is a time waster. The energy I'm getting from it is someone who's also young. They came in and spoiled you a little bit, and they're going to show up, and they keep showing up. And so I guess the warning to you also is that not allow that to make you frustrated, not allowing that to get you off your mark. Just keep on going. Be sweet, be polite about it. Like, okay, babe, well, I'll see you next time. You can be cordial with them or whatever, but don't, that's not your, until he comes back to you. Let me say it, this is what I'm feeling. Until he comes back to you and spend money on you, because this is the whole point of webcam modeling. Till he comes back to you and do what he's done before, he's not your guy. I think I like that. Hmm. Until he comes back to do what he's done before when you first started out, he's not your guy as of today. And that's because that's the nature of this business. Now, if this was dating, then I'd probably say, you know what? I wouldn't say give him another chance, but it would just be a different direction. Well, I guess some people might say, have another one. Make sure he's not the only guy you're dating. It's kind of in that same framework. So that was a sweet warning there. Don't get frustrated. It is tempting. He's not coming back. He hasn't been back the way he used to be. He spent that money on you. He keeps taunting and teasing you. You're holding on, thinking, oh, maybe this time, or he used to be my top guy, whatever it is. It happens. It happens a lot, actually, often. It's not rare. It happens often in the industry, right? So that's your second read. I spent a little time there. But let's go to turn over your third card and see what we got. Oh, this is nice. Okay, Cam girl, I see you. This is really nice. What a nice. Ooh, after that, this is your reminder card. Okay, this one says, or is the Queen of Diamonds. Okay, this one is the Queen of Diamonds. The Queen of Diamonds deals with, or diamonds. I almost want to say diamonds are obvious, but just in case you guys don't know, but diamonds deal with royalty. They are reminder cards, where you come from, who you are. Even if this was a, let's just say this was a diamond, two of diamonds, four of diamonds, five of diamonds, something like that. Let's just say we could then go and be like, okay, that's still a reminder card. But the fact that this is actually a Queen of Diamonds speaks volumes. It is a strong card, a strong indicator to let you know that you can't allow, obviously, this is to stand in your way. Now, what I found interesting in your first card, you did come in with a number four to begin with. So that's letting me know that right now, or in your past shows or camp shows, you may not have, you're more focused on the money. You're more so focused on the money than actually having fun. And that's probably why it's sitting up here at a four. Four is good because four indicates help, your guardian angels, the support, the emotional, spiritual support you're going to have. But it also is an indicator that you're pushing a little too hard. And so this is why they're showing up to comfort you. This is for me as well. But you're pushing a little bit too hard for the money. This is probably why when this one comes up and shows up, your frustration has began, because you're wishing for the days of old, or however, or let's just say you're new at this, right? And you get that guy, and as soon as you get that guy and he keeps coming through, let's say you've only been camming for just, I don't know, a month, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, Tom was so great, or Derek was so great. He came in, girl, I made my big old goal. And then he keeps showing up and showing up. A lot of people, what's the word? I thought about this term earlier today. A lot of people do what's called, I want to call it a buy in. I want to call it a, I'll give you an example. This is a good one. Um, Basically, he feels like how much he spent on you, because I don't want to lose my place here. He actually spent a lot of money on you, and he felt as though that sustained you enough. So what sometimes happens when people feel like they've done a whole lot, they're like, well, I did enough the first time I came through and the second time I came through. So let's just say at the end of the month, he comes through again. He's like, well, I already gave you that. I already did that. Didn't I not already show you? So he feels like he can just kind of just linger because he already bought in. He already bought you. That's the mindset that this will have, right? But your mindset is supposed to be this always. Okay. This is your mindset always. This is your mindset that says, you know what? I don't give a damn. I don't know. That's coming to me that way. I don't give a damn what you spent on me, how you spent it on me, what you were thinking about when you were spending it on me. You obviously knew I was this, is why you were spending it on me. I haven't changed. I'm not the peasant. You are, basically. I'm not the peasant. You are. So come back and see me when you got it. That's what I sometimes tell them. That's okay. Come back and see me when you got it, babe. Let him down easy. But for the life of love, don't spend too much time with this one, right? And he may or may not come back around, but you will be frustrated like nobody's business. I have a feeling that I want to keep going with this. I feel it strong in my spirit. There's more to this. There's more to this for somebody. There's a little bit more. I thought we could kind of close it there, but it's not over. I mean, it's a nice end if I wanted to end it right there, but I don't. I feel pulled to do a little bit more because your reminder today is that you are the queen in this. And what's funny is because I don't sit as a queen in the business. I don't see my. I don't even. I'm not even big on goddess. To be honest, if anything, call me empress. That's just me. But queen, for someone who really identifies with that role of being a queen, this is truly for you. It is your reminder card. It is when you're at your best. It is you being, because what queens do, just so we're clear, queens sit on their throne and they delegate. How many Bridgerton fans are in the room, right? They delegate. They usually can. They are in control. They tell people what to do. They tell them how to do it. They, blah 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 blah. They are rule givers, right? Punishers, all of that. That's what queens do for the most part. That's part of it. I'm sure they do other things, but that right there is one of the reasons why I don't associate with being a queen, because that to me seems like work. I don't do well in the queen role. I personally don't. When I think about it from a spiritual plane, I don't do well at all as a queen role. But I do take on, which is interesting, even at 49 years old, I am very relatable to the princess role. Prince, pillow princess, princess treatment, dainty, sensitive, not necessarily spoiled brat, although I can play that role too. But that is what I identify more with, right? So I just wanted to put emphasis there, but let's keep flowing through it because again, I think there is. I'll put out two more reads. I have a feeling this is going to turn into a 7 card read. We already have three out here on the table. Cam girl, where art thou? Cam girl, where is this moving you? Where is your guy? Where is that guy that's going to come through? Where is that guy? Putting down one, putting down two. Now we got a total of five in front of us. Okay. Turning over that fourth, no, fourth, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys know me and my numbers. Oh, the number five, the five of diamonds. Now, what's interesting about the five of diamonds and the queen of diamonds, they're literally almost neck to neck, although this is the five. But the beautiful thing about the number five is this is a card of transition. See, this means there's a change that's happening. There's a transition. You're moving out of a. You're. It's probably why you're feeling the way you feel about this one right here. Is because you're moving out of that. You're remembering who you are. You might even be. Your mindset might even be going higher than queen. That's what I'm thinking. You might be even thinking, you know what? I like the queen role. The queen role served me, but I'm going higher or changing, or yeah, there's a change being made with how you come up to your cam shows, how you show up in your cam shows. uh hmm yeah, there's a change being made. I don't know if it's that you're thinking about changing your outfits, your background, you buying a new computer. There is some type of change that's happening because of your frustration. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna take charge of this. I'm gonna you know, not that you're blaming yourself. It's not this. I don't think you're blaming yourself. I don't think you're angry. I think that you realize, okay, I liked what I got from him. I want return customers. I want guys who return, who are still in the giving business. Because the thing with this one right here, he's completely stopped giving. It's not even like he's not tipping at all. He won't be tipping at all. He will not be giving at all. And so that's where the frustration. And you're quick to don't be quick. That's what I hear the spirit say. Don't be quick to make this transition, but because you're already in it. Ooh, that's good. Because you're already in it. So you don't have to think, oh my gosh, I gotta what am I doing? No, it's not that energy. You've already thought it through and you already thought new computer, new background, uh new cam girl snacks. Something has changed in you to make you say, I'm gonna feel good regardless. I think that's the core of it all is. I'm gonna feel good regardless. I'm gonna return back to the queen, but I'm taking this queenship in a different type of direction. I'm not just gonna sit here and just be a queen on her throne. I'm not just gonna delegate and tell people what to do, but I am gonna show up changed, and this one is going to recognize it. He's going to keep coming through. You don't have to block him. He'll either probably fall by the wayside or just drift off in the background. You don't have to block him. That's yeah, you don't have to block him. um because the change that you're going to be going through is enough. I'm laughing because I get this image in my head of him. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. I get this image in my head of him now being frustrated, him pouting, even him like because he doesn't have access to you anymore. He can't just pop up in your shows and just because of what he did before. You know what I mean? You're like, I'm okay. Moving on. You have this kind of different attitude, and I don't know why I feel this. I think it has something to do with the computer you have. I keep going back to computer, and I know this is not me because I don't need to upgrade. If I get anything upgraded, because sometimes it intertwines, because obviously I'm in this business myself, right? Sometimes when I'm giving a reading, it can overlap. I'm human, so there are moments, but I know this one's not for me because I'm like, okay, but for you, whoever needs to hear this, I need a new laptop. I need a new computer. I need to see it's like you're becoming, I don't want to say vain or conceited, but you're becoming like, I need to see like all of me. It's that energy. It's like, I need to see all of me, my body, for me, not for them, but for me, because this is what I need to just, you know, level up, I guess it is, but level up in a way, technically. It's a technical thing. It's not even really spiritual, because something about getting that new computer, getting that new laptop, that new tablet, something's going to make the screen. I don't know if it's because it's an updated screen, but it's going to make it where you are able to see yourself clearer, better, more crisp, more confident. The lighting on that thing is going to be A plus, and that's what I'm really feeling strongly. So whoever needs to hear this, upgrade your technology. And I know you're thinking, but that's the whole point. He was the guy who was helping me reach my goals, right? Let's just say, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What you can do now, what can you do now? You can do what you can do now before you get the new computer. But I have a feeling that money is going to be coming. So don't worry about it. In fact, you could put that in your Cam Girl show. This is what I feel right now, y'all. Put it in your Cam Girl title, that your tips are going towards getting you a new laptop. Put that in there, because I think there's a double fold blessing here. I think that you're going to get your laptop, your computer, whatever it is that you need, and you're going to get your guy all at the same. It may not even be coming from the same guy. Like, one can get you the computer and help you reach your goal, and the other one is going to be like, wow. He's just probably going to sit back and be amazed that, wow, he's going to probably be a witness to how you reached your goal. Because sometimes in the world of webcam modeling, just like life in itself, there are men that are just sitting back watching your show. There are men that are just sitting back going, contemplating. My brother taught me that. My brother said there are some men, my shout outs to my baby brother, but he said there are some men that are sitting with, let's just use an example, $100 in their person, and they're looking who can they spend it on, who knows their worth, according to them, of course. Who knows their worth good enough for me to get, boom, yeah, I'm gonna give her this 100 because baby girl's doing it. You get what I'm saying? She's definitely worth it. She's that goddess. She's that queen. You can have it all. It's that. So, how you're showing up, again, you'll miss it if you keep focusing on this one. You'll keep missing it. You'll keep missing it. So the goal is, you're already in transition. You're already thinking, how can I improve my show? How can I make my shows better? Get the laptop, get the computer, get the upgrade. Do that. Yeah. Put If you can't get it now, put it in your what's it called, title. Today's topic. I'm sorry, topic of the show, or goal that you're trying to reach, and anticipate. I hear the spirit say, wait for the right one to show up out of nowhere. It's that kind of spirit. I don't come up out of nowhere. Total new guy, totally new, totally new. Because the place that you're going to be going in this industry is going to set you aside, and it's going to set you apart. So it's going to be, it's you're going to match. You're going to start matching. Let me make this clear to you guys. When I first started out in the industry, and this is anything in life, I was doing what other girls did, and I did what the other girls did for a little bit. Like I said, 98% of my shows is non-nude. That is not an ongoing thing per se. I say that reflecting back to when I was in Live Jasmine. You get what I'm saying? And in other words, when I first started it out, I was busting, right? And then I had to learn the game and go, oh. And some of the men who respected me, yeah, that's what I said, respected me enough to say, no, I want to sit and talk to you. I want to get to know you. There are some men that like to build up the rapport of it all. You get me? They want to date you first. They want to court you, even in this industry to some degree. There is a thing called the girlfriend experience, or the girlfriend role play, yada, yada, right? So Just saying. So we're gonna turn off over the next card, you guys. And again, we have our 1, 2, 3, 4. We left off on our 5 of diamonds. Again, another reminder card. Fives indicate transition. Fives always indicate transition, and how spirit gave it to me, because everybody has their own whatever, but it came to me by looking at my hand. Let me show you how it came to me, because I could be really silly, and God knows how to, excuse me, God knows how to resonate with me. I was like, 1, 2, especially because I always count on my fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where do I have, where am I going to go to find the 6? I have to go over here, right? I have to transition over. I'm in the mode. After 5 is done, I'm moving on. I'm going over here to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, like the song. Anyway, so that's kind of how it came to me. And I said, that makes sense. That's in the spirit. So 5, it will always resonate and allow the messages that I said, no matter what type of reading I'm doing, 5s will always signify you're right in the transition period of your life. You are it, in fact, life itself is moving you forward. You wanted it, you're having it, it's happening, you're doing it. It's already, and if it shows, it's because it's already happening. It's already happening. So your, again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Your 5th card, heavy on the 5. Ooh, look at, we gotten a little higher, Cam girl. We're at 7 of clubs. We getting on up there. We're getting at the 7 of clubs. Ooh, look at us go. Oh, look at you go. 7 of clubs. What did I say clubs represent in our 4 of clubs? Remember, this was our beginning where you were starting out. You were struggling, right? Your focus was what? Money, money. I got to reach this goal. I got to reach this goal. Then you run into this joker, literally, or Jack. You run into them and it's like games, and he already gave you money and all that stuff, right? And so we're here and we're at a 7. We already know what's up with our 7s, okay? But the 7 of clubs, which is a sweet thing, because now we're not so focused on the money. Now we're focused. Remember, we find that we're focusing on our queen stuff. We're focusing on, how do I make myself look better on the screen, bright on the screen, more alive on the screen. It's about me now, right? It's about me, and you're discovering that it's about you, to run you straight into the confirmation to that is, yeah, you're in the spirit of change, Cam girl. You're like, not another day, not another night. you know, not another day, another night. My little shirts, you guys, are a little tight around these thick thighs of mine. Sidebar. But anyway, so yeah, 7 of clubs. This is good news. I could actually end it right there, but I don't. I want to close it out really tight, really nice. But this 7 of club is definitely letting me know things in the spirit. Now you're understanding that okay, it's not about what they give me, it's what I give myself. This is what this is. It's not about what they give me, it's what I give myself. It's also permission. I give myself permission to be a baddie. I don't know what season that you're in, a bad bitch, baddie, shy girl, what role, I don't know what role you're playing this season. You could easily say, you know what? I'm gonna start playing the submissive role with a queen mindset, because we all know the one who is claiming to be submissive is actually has the most power, right? We know that, y'all, is the one who's absolutely in control. Just for my subby girls that are out there, that's what they do. Okay, we're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was at the fifth card is letting you know we're definitely going there. We're definitely making this transition, Cam girl. You definitely are there. There is no doubt about it. There is nothing else in this read is really good. The only doubt you had was it began with doubt, right? And then this that shows up, right? Um, and again, when I read from a place of past, present, future, all at once. So there's things that are coming at me, not in all cases. If I could take this past, present, future, and be rigid about it. But in this case of the type of reading that I'm doing, and because it is the webcam modeling industry, we know everything, anything and everything can happen, right? I've said this 1,001 times. If you can talk about sex, you can talk about anything. So sex is one of those things, sexuality, adult entertainment, where I'm not gonna try to be so rigid about this thing and even read from a rigid position, like, you know, I'm gonna make sure that I'm like, okay, oh, ooh, that's okay. You get me? I'm gonna allow the spirit to just, because it can be all over the place. And then when you think about the fact that this is a commission based job, right? This is not your regular 9 to 5. So yeah, you're gonna have your days where you're up and you've done really great. And you're going this is why you can't hold this one personal. You can't even take it personal. It is what it is, right? Buyers are liars. We know that. In my other video, we talked about sometimes they show up and they flood you with gifts and tokens, and then the next week is dry as tumbleweeds, dry as a whistle. But this specifically was somebody. The attitude behind this particular guy is the attitude I already gave. You should be okay with the fact that I already gave. And then still he comes to your show to say, hey, how's it going? Show me your boobs. Hey, how's it going? Remember what we did the last time? And the last time was probably a month ago or last week or hell, yesterday, right? Like that's what we did yesterday, sir. Yesterday is gone. I mean, I already spent it. I already spent it. It's already gone. And some might even argue and say, well, you should have been saving. Yes, Cam Girl, save. But you get what I'm saying. Not to that's your personal business, right? To save and what we do with our moolah and what we do, but not to have them to tell us, right, what we ought to be. And thank you guys for looking out and thumbsing up and all that good jazz and joining me. Again, the comments are turned off so that I can be able to flow in this mode. Okay, so to my cam girl, we're doing good. You're going to be doing good. Whenever you log in, I don't know if you're taking a break, whatever the case may be, but whenever you do, you're doing really good. Um, let's see what we got here. I was like, did my filling just fall out? If your guys see it fall, we gonna flow. The devil is around. Anywho, we're gonna be successful even when it comes to the things that we need in our personal life, like dentistry, y'all. Okay, so where we at? Give me back focus. Okay, we're on our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, our fifth card. Let's take out our sixth card, Cam Girl. We'll flip one over. 2, 3, 4. You know I'm gonna say it. 5. Go to 7. Go to 7. 5. 5. I think 6, 7. Okay, the seventh card. Oh, this is good. This is good. I'm sorry. I get excited. This is really good. The 10th of clubs. You're getting better. You're getting better. Oh, look at us go. Look at you go. I get excited with you, right? But look at because I had to put those cards down because we're gonna get into the juicy stuff. Okay, this is good news. So right here, you guys, you got the 10 of clubs. The 10 of clubs. We didn't came from the 4 of clubs to the 7 of clubs to the 10 of clubs. Now I could honestly say self-explanatory, right? That means that this session that you're going to return to, even before you get the new laptop, even before the guys start flowing in with the tokens, even before your top guy comes through, you are going to be so full of yourself as you should. So see, it's like the higher the numbers. This is what the spirit how I'm getting it. The higher the numbers are going, this is really good. The higher the numbers are going, the less you're caring about the money. And I know that sounds strange, but if you think about it from a law of attraction point of view, we do know that the more we focus on what we don't have, the more we're not going to have it. Okay? The more we're not going to have it. So what's happening in spirit is that actually you're beginning to feel more confident. You're beginning to feel like, it's not that I don't need the money. It's not that I don't want it. It's just that I care more about how I feel. I care more about how I look in this camera. I care more about that. Yeah, I showed up anyway. It's that energy. I'm in a different space. I have transitioned on over. Right. And so if you notice, because of this transition that you are in, what followed after that? What cards followed after that, to be literal? The 7 of clubs follow you is following your transition. Then you keep going up higher to the 10 of clubs, right? So you're beginning to feel, or ought to beginning to feel, less about making the money. Well, let me put it this way, because I don't want to say that it's not about it. You're beginning to feel not the pressure, okay? You're not feeling pressured. You're not putting that weight on yourself anymore to do it. You're like, yeah, I want it. Yeah, the goal. Yeah, that's the whole point of putting your goal in your topic. You're there to make money. And again, I have to put emphasis here because me being the type of webcam model who believes in so much more before the money comes in, is still important as I am a teacher, or person who wants to have you guys see it. I have to understand that you guys don't have to see it my way. You don't have to. You hear what I'm saying? You don't have to see it my way. You don't have to feel it my way. You get your stuff the way you feel comfortable with getting your stuff. You know, get your stuff for real. So whether you're nude, whether you're non-nude, whether you curse in your show or not, whether you smoke a blunt, roll a blunt, trust me, I didn't see it all. Whether you drink wine, I don't suggest that you get drunk online, y'all. I'm telling you, that's just me. There have been some I've seen, and I get it. I admit, I admit there was a moment. I think I should share that story with you guys before. I think it was on my birthday, my 40. Was it my 45th birthday? Because yeah, I'm 49. But was it my 45th? It was one of them 40s. It probably was 40, my 40th birthday. You know what's funny? I got a little tipsy online over my exes, the same ex that hit me up this Sunday. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute, well, why? Huh? What? What? When did this? How did this? Is he your ex? Is he not? I don't. I lost it. That's a story for a later date. But anyway, that 10 is looking good, Cam girl. Back to you. That 10 is looking really good. Tens in a reading, very powerful stuff. When we think about the number 10, closely related to the number 9, but it also indicates individuality, right? Back to self, back to the number 1. It also indicates a outside source helping you and guiding you, but it's also to return you to yourself. And I really got to put emphasis here. Even as we are women in this business, it is so important, whether you want to believe it or not, but it's so important that you have your own mind, right? You have your own mind. You have your own way of doing your thing, that is respectful to you, right? That allows you to independently be you. Okay, so we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had to really put emphasis there. And I put the emphasis there because when you think about independence in this business, in fact, StreamMate and is it StreamMate? I think it's another. I think most of the websites now, before you log in, you have to make sure that you sign or check the box that says that what you're doing is consensual, that nobody's forcing you, that you're not signal lighted. I've been waiting to say that for a while, y'all, and I don't mean to make light of it, but I was like, how can I say the T word without saying the T word, right? You know what I'm talking about? Signal lighted it. That's the best thing I could come up with. Red, yellow, green, polled, right? Just saying, because I don't know if right here if YouTube allow it. I know they don't allow it on TikTok. But anywho, so when I speak of independence, I speak of it from that framework too, of making sure that you're not under a studio, you're not under. I think Cam Soda actually has a 1-800 number when we log into work, where we could see if there's any funny business going on, we could dial that number. Like literally, it's in our chat. I just want to put emphasis there. I don't talk about Cam Soda too much, you guys. But anywho, back to you, Cam girl. That just sounds like, I don't know, you guys. It sounds like something I want to do. It's not back to you, Cam girl. And we're live. Okay. So your 10 and this read is so good. That's why I'm staying here a little bit longer, kind of milking it, kind of juicing it up, because it is really, really good. Because ain't nothing like coming to an awakening or coming to a transition or saying, you know what, I'm not gonna let this bother me. I'm not gonna let he paid, he did his part, we had a good time. Next, because this is the nature of this business. Next, moving on. So let me see where we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna pull out our seventh card. We should be good. We should be good. We should be good. We should be getting gooder, right? As we keep going. This is what I'm seeing. I don't sense it to be any backlash. There shouldn't be anything that any more warnings. It shouldn't be. We're gonna check and see where we're at. We're just gonna go for two. 1, 2, and it's this one. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. You guys heard me? I'm like, damn. You're like, what? um, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. But it's the three of It's the three of clubs, but it's a three though. Threes are good. So what warning is this? This is not a huge warning though. What is this? See, look, you guys, just so you see. What is that? Oh my God. That's a three. Three of spades. What is that? Why is that? Is what I'm saying. Let me think. Let me. Everything was really good. What happened? Or what's happening for this cam girl? What happened? Is it personal? Is it online? What is this? What is this? What is this? Three of uh, spades. It's a warning, right? It's real tiny though. It's like a, you know how I almost want to say it's like when I was younger, and my grandma, I never got spankings or whooping, but if I did get like any type of whatever, she pinched me. Okay, it was a pinch. It was like, I told you one time. I'm gonna tell you again. It's that. This is what that is. But I don't know. You know, Cam girl, what it is. You know what it is. But I don't think it has anything to do with camming though. I I this I gotta hold on. Wait a minute. Dang it! I should have stopped when I was ahead. But no, it's okay. Spirit kept leading, so I kept being obedient. So let me see. What is this? I gotta put these cards back here. You guys gotta give me a moment. I'm so glad I'm live because otherwise I wouldn't have. Yeah, it would have been too long and at my storage. Okay, three of spades. I might need a clarifying card on this, but I'm trying to pull it from my own, if you will. Three of spades, three of spades. Sweet pinch. It's just a pinch. It's it's this feeling I it's this feeling that I keep feeling like you've done something or you're doing something that you know you're not supposed to do, you know, or thinking about doing it even while you're in your transition. And it's not a place of pride. Like it's not like you're thinking in arrogance. It's more like a like a you know how a person can be like nanny nanny nanny, I got you. It's like being petty. It's like a payback kind of type of thing. Like you're thinking about doing a little bit of something to tip the scales. That's what I hear in the spirit. And, and you can do it, but there is going to be a tiny consequence for you doing it. Just be mindful that, and I don't have no idea what that is, but cam girl, and it's personal. It's not related to your camming that just popped up out of the side a little bit, just a little bit of, sprinkle on top of there for you, a little bit of takeaway so that you know whatever you were thinking of doing to, uh, and I think it comes from the place of the disappointment you've been having in your cam shows. I hope that makes sense. It's coming from the disappointment you've been having in your cam shows, and not it's in your personal. It's like you're trying to use, yeah, it can work. That's what the spirit. It can work. Whatever you were thinking about doing, you're not gonna go to jail for it. It can work, but it's not the path for you. You shouldn't do it because of who you are. Somebody else could do it and it'd be okay, but it's gonna probably bother you later on. Yeah. It just the bothering of you is gonna be the quote unquote little pinch or consequence of it. So you sit with that cam girl, whatever that is. In other words, don't steal the computer, okay? Or don't have no, don't just say, well, that's kind of big, that's kind of huge, right? But don't do it. Or you can. That's the whole point I'm making here. It's not such a heavy warning that it's gonna make all of everything bad luck for you. It's not that. You can get away with it. You could be okay with it. But I think it's that little thing inside of you that like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. It's that. Or maybe I need to let that go. I can let it go, but I just want to see. Don't do it because if you allow your mind to, you go there, and then your mind keeps, it's gonna spill over in everything else you're trying to accomplish or succeed in, right? Even a little bit of drops here and there. So even when it comes to your cam shows, that little bit of something that you're going to do in your personal can spill over and put what's the word? Prolong is a good word. Prolong your progress with everything that's just been laid out for you. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You can, like I said, but you don't. You shouldn't. If if you know what's good for you, kind of thing. Some people don't. Some people do what they do. So that's 7 cards, y'all. We're gonna end with this happiness card because I'm like, I don't think I want to pick anything more. Because there is a thing called full card reads where a person can just get the full boom, 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 right? To everything can come up, and I usually do that in a reading when it's one on one with the actual, if you will, client, like when I'm out and about an event or posted up doing my thing out and about or an appointment or something like that, you know, like my actual personal readings that I do. Yeah. Whew. That kind of threw me a little bit. Even I'm a little bit surprised of how that kind of worked out. And that's sweet. That means that God loves you. You know what I'm saying? That's how you take that. That God loves you just that much to God loves you just that much to LA. God loves you just that much. I have to say it again. To actually sweetly warn you. Say, I don't know if it's about a relationship, whatever it is. You know, a trick that you was gonna do on somebody else. You know, a crank call. It could be anything, right? It was that. It was almost childish. That's why I said petty. It was this childish thing. You thought, okay, I know I could get away with it, but yeah, it's not worth it. Um, because to the one that tricks is the one that will be tricked. I don't know where that came from. That we're gonna go with that, y'all. We're gonna stick with that. Especially with there goes that little cam girl humor. Man, okay. Let me quit playing around. Let's get a little bit serious. And at this point, I don't even know what the happiness cards because I'm glad for whoever needed to hear that was for you. All of it. Take all of it in, if you want. And of course leave out the stuff that doesn't resonate with you, but you know, I'm gonna just go with this one. Ooh, I think we did this one before. Why does this one keep coming up? Um this was the remember though. I think this one came up in the last reading. Remember, reminisce about happy memories. Okay? Cam girl, reminisce and then say dwell. So when you think about him, right? Same card, different reasoning now, right? When you think about him, think about the memories, and just think about it from a place of knowing that that's your potential. If I could do it once, I could do it twice. If I do it thrice, I could do it twice or fourth or whatever, right? And you keep on and you keep on. And again, don't do it so much to where you're burned out and you're tired and you're cussing people out online and you're getting high. And I gotta say, you're getting high, you're getting drunk to sustain yourself. You're whatever it is. Now, as for even for me, being a 49-year-old woman with my arthritis, the pain, and my headaches, I do have medications that I do take so I can have a little bit more longevity, right? Sitting up, having to, and like any job, go to work. There's many people who have to, in order to sustain themselves throughout the work week, they have to, or they seemingly, because we don't have to do it, seemingly have to even have our cup of coffee in the morning. We all have our stuff. But if you notice that stuff is becoming, you know what I'm saying, over the top habit forming that could lead into danger, that could lead into, and not just danger of the physical, obvious reasons, but even spiritual and mental. You know, you have to look at yourself in this business. Is there any, you literally have to see yourself like this. Is there, and I don't care what type of cam model you are, is there any part of this business that in 10 years, 5 years, 1 year from now, if I don't know, your granny, let's just say, or anybody else saw you doing this, went and told somebody, oh, did you know she's doing this? Or did you know they're doing this? That you could still say, and did and do and will and would and kept on doing it. Obviously, I'd say that for like 21 years that I've been doing it. I don't care what you think. Yes, it may have hurt sometimes with what folks have thought. I mean, I'm saying it never hurt, but it didn't stop nothing. It put a little pause on certain things, but I still kept going, and I just kind of worked myself in this thing. I weaved who I was into it. Everything that you guys see me sitting up here doing is Janae and Jelena. It's both parts of me, intertwined and interweaved into uh, so that I can be my 100 authentic self best as I can without overdoing it or oversharing or putting myself in a icky situation, right? For that reason. So, Cam Girl, this is your Cam Girl read of the day. I think our last one was on a Tuesday, huh? I think Tuesdays just motivate. Tuesday is my favorite day of the week. And it was way before Taco Tuesday. I don't know what it is about Tuesdays, but it's just my favorite day of the week. I remember I used to, in closing, I remember I had this. I wonder if I could open up the chat after. That'd be nice. I'm like, that'd be nice. Can I open up the chat after the reading? Let's see. Well, you learn something new every day. That wasn't it. The chat didn't open up, huh? What is that down there? Hmm. What is that? No, it's games. Okay, can I open up my chat while I'm live? You know what I should do? I don't know. Hmm. I don't think I can. And if I touch that again, it's gonna, it's gonna, where is it? Okay, I see. I did it out. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Be the first in the leaderboard by showing support. Yeah, so I'm back, you guys, and you guys don't even have an indicator to show or to tell that I'm even, to tell me that I'm even back on. But I think you guys can hear me. So that is today's reading, Cam Girls read of the day. Obviously, it's all good. It literally is that. This is a really good, solid read. It really is. Um, I like that transition that you're going through, like right in the middle. That's good. That's really good. That is absolutely where you're at. As I look at the reading, as I look at the layout, literally, the way things just kind of just showed up, how it followed suit, how that small little spank on the hand showed up at the very end. This is God's perfect love. This is a place of all of it's in there. You know what I mean? It's dignity, it's respect, it's knowing who you are, it's knowing that you're loved. It's a little sweet warning. It's not to focus in too much on the money, but focus more about you. But not in an arrogant way, obviously, but in a way. What the good thing about this business? Remember, you are an actress. So if you want to be, thank you God for reminding me of that because I must have forgot. If you want to be that role of being the most arrogant, cockiest, even bitch, because there are men who adore it. This is your chance. This is your shot. Go for it, right? But in this particular read, that's not what it is. And this one, this is not what it is. For whoever needs to hear this is more so about you just really coming out of, it's almost like coming out of your shell. That it's more of that. Not that you're shy, you just haven't just came out of your shell. You've gotten them privates, you do okay, you've gotten a few here, but you're just not arriving the way you can arrive. And again, something about that freaking you having that new laptop, that new it's just the weirdest thing. I laugh. It's not funny. I don't mean to keep regurgitating y'all, but it's just I love when I do a reading because it's just an amazing thing how things show up. Because I'm like that to that cam girl. That's really going to be the thing. It's not going to be the tips. It's not going to be the outfit. That's all in there, but it's something about upgrading or changes. Not even in other words, you don't got to get nothing expensive. Let's go there. It could be a used laptop. It could be anything. It's just something about this new laptop in your possession, or whatever you're going to stream from. I keep saying laptop because I start off with computer. It's something along them lines where your interface is going to be wide, it's going to be big, you're going to feel like you're a superstar in it. You know what I mean? That is going to be the thing that's going to help you. It's not, you don't, you, it's like you're not shy about your body. You have your insecurities, of course, but it's not that. So you're not gonna be like, oh my god, I can't. Let me tilt the camera up. It's not. No, you need big. I don't even know what sign this cam girl is. I don't know. I'm feeling like you're either Aries, Leo, uh, Scorpios. I can barely say it, but no, it's one that just you can do that. You can be that in something, someone, like we said with this fellow over here. Don't let them hold you back from that. But getting that big screen, that uh, computer, them new keys. I see it all. Them new keys, that new mouse, that new little light clamp, whatever you may use, that little ring light, that comes as accessories. But that actual thing you'll be streaming from, you might even want to pray over it. Like, in the name of Jesus, everything that comes through here, I'm guarded, I'm kept. It's going to be you know, and sometimes it's a good idea to get things that are used from other people, because things are not always a negative energy, y'all. Let me say that, right? Things are not always okay. I don't want to get from this because they might have hibby jibbies on it, or you know what I'm saying, or dark forces. Because I am a spirit woman first, so there are certain things when I go to a Goodwill, I don't buy hats. I buy purses, but I'm careful about what type of purse. I am led to buy a particular purse at a Goodwill or a thrift store, but I don't buy hats, and I don't buy shoes unless they're brand new. You know, that's just my way. And I said it to say, so when you're getting used things, this in the sake of this, getting a used computer, I feel like that person you could have got it from was a very wealthy, healthy person. Wealthy, healthy. You hear what I said? Not just wealthy, not just knew how to make money, but they're also very good hearted. They were kind folks. You see what I'm saying? It could have been some little old ladies. Somebody gave it to her and she's like, I'm gonna need a computer for her. And she gives it to the Goodwill, and you go there and you pick it up, or wherever you find used computers. You get what I'm saying? So just be mindful of that. But I do believe that that is going to be the thing. I feel so positive about it. It's not even funny. That's going to be the thing that's going to set you up, and everything else is going to be sweetly history for you. So I'm done. I promise. So that's it. That's all, Cam Girl. Uh, yeah. Just think new computer. If you didn't hear nothing else about this reading, just think new computer, new tablet, new laptop, but new computer, new screen, new me. I don't know. That new keys, new me. That's how you got to look at it, right? So, yeah, I feel very, very drawn and excited for you for that. I really do. I really, really, really do. I do. I do. I do. Yeah, this was really good. So I'm closing your reading out now to whomever you are. And again, I hope this filled you with optimism, sweetness, self respect, that part, love. Remember, don't do it. There are little consequences. And less about the money, more about you. That's the whole thing, y'all. Less about the money, more about you. Okay. So thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. Um, this was good at 1 hour. So okay, my readings. I noticed that my readings don't go no more than an hour. That's what I noticed with the last one. I think it was like 103. Yeah, this one's like one something. So all right, you guys, baby. Thank you so much for tuning in. I had to put this out here. You know what's the beautiful thing about me now giving you guys the Cam Girls is this for you reading and starting to do this more is because sometimes I have so many, topics that I want to have, and I don't ever like doing a topic if I'm not feeling it, just to get it out there. I don't really want to do that. I'd rather just do a reading and just give you this in real time. You get what I'm saying, of what I'm feeling. And I try my best, and this is just generally speaking as a reader, I try my best not to give any reading when I'm in the dumps, okay? Or even sick with a cold, or stuff like that. Like, Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to close that, y'all. All my daughter, as a sidebar, because it is not because of the nails. It is literally part of my little neurodivergent brain, and I'm gonna tell you why. This stuff like this frustrates me. Like my daughter, like bread ties. I'm just saying, I can't stand bread ties, y'all. I'm talking about the ones that they have around the tortillas and bread, that wire thing, not the one that's plastic that's the little square that you can break in little. I used to break them when I was a kid in little squares or whatever and chew on them. I'm just saying I did. Yes, I did. But I'm talking about the wire ones that you wrap around the bread. I can't stand. Oh God, I can't stand. I was over my daughter's place for her birthday this weekend, and what did I make? I was making tacos, and that there goes that around them Guerrero tortilla shells. They have they have the wire thing, and I'm like, I look at her, and I just how I tie up things. I'll just tie it like this, and people think, oh, it's the nails. No, I've been this way since I was a little girl. I can't stand bread ties and stuff that is like Ziploc bags, like the opening it up. Again, it's not even the nails. It's just oh my God. So my daughter be like, give it to me. And she's very meticulous. So for her, something like this, she gets a kick out of it. She's like, gotta make sure the seal is perfectly aligned, like so. Just wait for it. I'm like, I don't see, I can't even pretend. Hmm. That's about as good as it get. Halfway there. That's how I am about. Look at all of them are like that. Look, I'm so serious. Now that I'm conscious of it, it's like okay, that one fits. Okay, I did that. And then my old ones don't even have it at all. Oh my God, I'm so goofy. Okay, I crack up myself sometimes all the time, because that's how you just gotta laugh at yourself, man. You just gotta really laugh at yourself, and it be the silly stuff, That's silly to me at 49 years old. That stuff frustrates the heck out of me. Like, just things. But it's funny because I crochet, and I've offered to help other people learn how to. They're like, no, it's too tedious. But I started when I was younger. For those that know. So, anyways, you guys, I'm out of here. One love kisses. You guys will hear me or see me in the next one. This was the outfit of the day. I thought it was kind of cute, y'all. Kind of cute. Have my little. These used to be pants, and I took these suckers, old school, and I flipped them on up like yonder, like so, with my chubby legs, and I've been and I want it to look like I didn't have nothing under, like I was just out here just free flowing. So and then because I didn't care. Remember this, y'all, before I get out of here. If you're anything like me and you've often cared secretly about what people think of you in any aspect of your life, begin to do the thing that you just wouldn't do because you were afraid to do it. As silly as that sound, like I didn't care today. Normally, let me put it this way. I was raised in a home where, class and etiquette and how you showed up and make sure you got on drawers, make sure you're wearing a slip. You know what I'm saying? I get that. And I do abide it by those rules most of the time. But in this case today, I didn't care if somebody assumed or thought that I had nothing up under this t-shirt. Now I'm 4'11". So the truth is I thought about getting big t-shirts and just cinching it in the middle right here and just making a dress out of it. Cause I thought, it would be cute. Like if it was that much bigger, you know what I'm saying? Like a man size, like XXX, whatever big guys wear. And then started like wearing, like making them into little dresses because I can do that at 4'11", and I think I look cute. That's the point. I think, and I know I look cute in it. So down what everybody else is thinking. Oh, does she have underwear on? Does she? And all I'm saying is that it's possible that we can go through, especially as women, where we are afraid to do the little things. Here I am bold enough to wear my nails, but still questioning, should I wear shorts short enough to, you get what I'm saying? So I'm still getting through some things too, as old as I am, getting past and through. And a lot of people my age won't admit that. There are a lot of older people who will act like all day long that they have arrived. Oh yeah, 40 plus people, they be like, oh, I'm so mature, and that's for like young girls or young women, or you would think you would know that, but ain't you a little too old? No. Why I picked this back up? No, because I guess now it's irritating me. Now my daughter's spirit is on me. Because if she see this, she'll be like, Mom, let me fix that for you. She's very much like that. But anyway, So yeah, you guys, one love kisses. You guys will hear me or see me in the next one. Thank you for tuning in. I feel full. I feel fulfilled. Hopefully you do too. Bye for now, y'all. Kisses and have a beautiful rest of your Tuesday. Will I be logging in tonight? Hmm, I don't know. I know one thing though. I'm wearing my crochet bralette under here. Let me see if I can show y'all. I'm wearing this. This is so old. I don't even know if y'all could tell. It's so old. It got uh the little ravels. I don't know what you call it, but usually this is my cam girl tops of the day or bikini brokinis is what I call them. And so when I put this sucker on, I was like, I need to make more because this I can tell you where I grabbed it from, but anyway, it was dusty. When I got it, I was like, why is this so freaking dusty? Like, what is going on? It's because I had it hid somewhere and I was looking for it. But anyway, but yeah, this is my cam girl, usual cam girl tops of the day. Just saying. So, but I've had this one. My point is, I've had this one for 10 years. Won't he do it? That's the seal of crochet, y'all. 10 years. Holding on, okay? Dusty, but holding on because I wanted some boobage support. Anyway, that's enough of that. Bye for now, y'all. You'll hear me and see me in the next one. Be sure to like the video because I didn't know that actually I said it before and I really didn't know the importance of it. But it is a good idea to like the video. You don't necessarily have to subscribe, but definitely liking it, I think, gets it to the right people, right? I think that's how the algorithms go. It is be a, I think it comes up on other people's suggestions so that they can get this information, if it, even if it's not really for you, but that it is in the place of sharing. And thank you so much, Miss Patty. If you are here, I think in one of your comments you say, what do you say at the end? And I thought that's such a blessing. You say, I don't have the comments open for you to tell me, but it's you say, so I'm paraphrasing. You say like liking a video is free, something like that to that effect. Thank you for doing that for me. I appreciate that tremendously that you do that. So it gives that person, people, a chance to, because sometimes I didn't realize some people need that reminder because people can be so much into a video or into a person. I have been one of those persons. I'm sitting up watching videos and people and all that good jazz, and yeah, forget to subscribe or forget to even. I may not forget to subscribe, but I do forget to push the like button because you're so involved, or you've been maybe intrigued, or you may just be like, you know, you get what I'm saying, to where you do need those reminders. So I'm reminding you guys sweetly, when you do see this replay, go ahead and like the video again so it can get to the right people, or you are actually the right person. It don't have to be for anybody else but you. Anyway, bye for now, and again, you guys will hear me. See me in the next one. Did it.